Alright, so I may have glossed over this a little bit in the last video, but I did plan to bring it up and definitely didn't just add this video to the list because I forgot or anything. There are a few different secret stars, most of which will be bundled with their closest level. However, at the start, we have a bunch of them pushed together. There are the Peach's Secret Slide, Aquarium in front of Jolly Roger Bay, and the Wing Cap. The order of these and where you place them in your run is very dependent on how you route your entire run. For me, I split up Peach's Secret Slide, but everything else is mostly bundled back to back. First of these three we're going to talk about is the Aquarium, since it was also in my Jolly Roger Bay video for a bit. This Aquarium really isn't all that crazy, but it does rapidly teach you how important swimming is in the game. Your time is 90% dependent on how well you can swim in the water. The final 10% is making sure you understand an okay path to go through the aquarium. Really, it's just swim in a circle, then down to the floor, and swim in a circle again. After you collect the red coins that you were swimming in circles for, a star spawns, and you go ahead and snag it. Now, just up the stairs from Jolly Roger Bay, we have the door to Peach's Secret Slide. And inside that door, we have the window to Peach's Secret Slide. It's a secret. Shh. This is a pretty simple star. You just slide down the slide to the end. Oh, except for the fact that we skip the majority of the slide. You bounce off a wall, which for me personally, I look for a line on the wall next to the lamp, which turns you around. You then bounce off the actual slide wall, jump over the other edge of the slide, and dive to the bottom of it. This is a little bit trickier since you need to be kind of in a sweet spot near the start of the slide wall. That's pretty much it. You end up repeating this twice to get the quick slide star and the box star at the end. For reference, the time you have to beat for the second star is 21 seconds. Last but not least, we have the Wing Cap. The biggest challenge of this star is how god-awful the Wing Cap controls are. I honestly don't have any tips other than play more and get used to the jank. Additionally, the game has some really weird interactions with your angles when you start to fly, usually using what's called a preserved angle from other flying attempts or swimming. It's really awful, but also really difficult to explain or understand, at least in my personal opinion. Just be ready to have Mario fly like an absolute maniac, and sometimes just dive straight into the ground. For this star, it's really just fly in a circle, spiraling down to the bottom. There are some speed strats to grab quicker coins at the start, and another one where you avoid text, but personally I really didn't get the hang of those, and honestly, you don't need them at the start. What a weird selection of stars. But hey, that's another cluster we're done with. Of the three, which mini-game was the most interesting to you? Personally, Peach's Secret Slide was the most fun, but the aquarium really helped me nail down my swimming technique. Until next time, peace!